Hi, where are we?
Hi, we are at Château Winery.
And you are?
And I am Amélie Boury, winemaker and director of enology.
And you are from where originally?
I'm from France originally, born in Paris and raised in north of France.
And you've been here in Niagara-on-the-Lake for how long?
I moved here in 2011, so it's going to be vintage number 7.
Nice. And what brought you to Canada?
I had a very good experience a couple years ago, in 2009, in Vancouver. Worked at the Wine Research Center on UBC campus. And I kind of fell in love with Canada at the time, and I decided to make a comeback.
And Niagara-on-the-Lake was looking for people, or you knew of Château de
I would
Charmes?
say it was a good timing. Paul Bus Sr. was thinking about maybe retiring, and I sent my resume over, talked with him for months, and came for a year. I'm still here.
Has your winemaking evolved over time, would you say?
I think so, yes. In 7 years, now I have a much better understanding of the soil and the vineyard. We have 4 sites here at Château de Charmes, and each site produces a completely different profile. Well, it took me a little while to understand that, and I think I'm there now, and yes, that's definitely has evolved.
Was it something that Paul could share with you, or did you have to experience it by yourself?
Paul was definitely a mentor, and he's still my mentor. He shared a lot, but you have to experience the difference by yourself, just by tasting, right?
What made you decide to be a winemaker?
So as I said, I grew up in north of France on my dad and granddad farm. So I've always had that connection with nature, soil, and I love that.
It wasn't a winery, it wasn't a vineyard.
It was not a winery, it's wheat, canola, and sugar beets, so quite different. My mom she loves nature, she loves botany. And as a kid, I was not a TV kind of kid, I was always outside. So we had a game, and it was a simple game. Go outside, smell, and describe. So we did this with flowers, with anything that had a smell, and then when we came home, I had to describe those smells, and then I would learn which smell is what, and etc., etc. That was the best game for me. I decided to go for nose, for perfume.
Oh.
That was my first choice. My dad is a wine lover. He loves Burgundy reds. So around 14, 15, this came into the nose game, and then yes, winemaking made sense.
That's really cool. Do you think you would enjoy making perfume as much as you enjoy making wine?
I think I would, yes, but probably much more chemistry in perfume, so wine's better.
To me, winemaking is glamorous. Is there any glamour to it as far as you're concerned, or what's the least glamorous part of it?
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't think winemaking is glamorous at all. I think people have a big misconception here. Winemaking starts outside in a vineyard. It's farming. I wear boots most of the days, have my hands on, go inside those casks to clean them. That's not really glamorous. What's glamorous is to see people enjoying the wine you've made. And what's glamorous is having wedding upstairs and people who actually want to come and get married here in a winery with your wine, take a picture in front of those casks. That is glamorous, not the winemaking.
Do you want to own your own vineyard ever?
That is a very tricky question. I've been raised in the farm, as I said before. I actually run my farm in France with my brother. He runs it on a daily basis, right? But we are together involved in it. I enjoy working for another family. It's another family business. I grew in it. I'm fine with that, and I don't know. Maybe with time, who knows? In the future. Right now, it's not my priority.
Yeah, I just sort of figured that most winemakers probably want to. That's sort of my underlying assumption, but I'm trying to figure out if that's just a myth or my own dream.
I don't know. you know what? I believe that if I wanted 200 acres that Château de Charme has, and all the varietals that we have, I would need a lot of land and a lot of investment. I think it was something very much possible 40 years ago. It's quite much harder now.
Last question. Do you have a favorite grape?
I do. I certainly do.
What is it?
Gamay.
Is that for drinking or for making wine or both?
It is both, and I'm so fortunate to be here at Château de Charme, where Paul Bosque found and developed that Gamay Droit, for instance. We are the only one to have it, and Gamay is my favorite varietal. I have a special relationship and love with Beaujolais in France, especially with Morgon, and that's how my Gamay love started. And yeah, to make it, it's so versatile. It's amazing. You can make it so many different ways, from even just fermentation. At that stage, you can make it different ways. And then you can oak it, not oak it, stainless. It's amazing what you can do with Gamay. I just love it.
When you were job hunting, was it important to you to find a vineyard that had Gamay?
Not necessarily, because things can evolve with time. What was important to me was a part of R&D. That's my background, research, and Château de Charme offered that to me, so that's perfect.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.